I've had this vanity my entire life, and it's had some pretty bad paint jobs over the years. I want to breathe new life into this vanity, and I'm also going to show you the terrible paint jobs it's had over the last 30 years. Up first is the original paint job from the early 90s, where we just painted it a basic white. Then in 2001, my mom clearly let me go to the paint chip aisle and pick out any color that I liked. In high school, I did my room in pink and orange, so the vanity had to match. Finally is this turquoise color that you're seeing. Back in 2014, this was the color of the year. I've had this vanity my entire life. That's why I have such an emotional attachment to it, and probably why I can't seem to get rid of it. As much as I had hoped to stain this, it turned out that a lot of this was veneer, so I'm gonna paint it to look like faux wood. I'm just using some leftover tan paint as the base for my wood color. To get that faux wood texture, you're just gonna start with the gel stain and a regular paintbrush and cover it in long streaks like the texture of wood. Next, I'm grabbing this deck brush, which has thicker bristles, and just creating more texture along that gel stain. And I know this is weird, but you're gonna grab a little like dust broom head, and it's going to create even more texture on that color. And then I like to go back in with the deck brush and just smooth everything back out. I just followed the same process on the entire vanity. The hardest part about this piece was honestly just trying to keep the wood texture going how natural wood would be. So you don't want all your grain going up and down on this entire piece, because if you really look at a piece of furniture, that's not usually how the wood is. And I wanted to make these drawers feel like new, so I'm just adding some drawer liners into the bottom of them. And here is the final paint job on this vanity, because I don't think I can bring myself to do this again. I have so many memories with this vanity, and I know that sounds weird, but I mostly remember getting to paint this with my mom growing up and how she let my creative juices flow, and it's probably led to where I'm at today. So before you throw out that old piece of furniture, maybe consider painting it and bringing it up to date, because you never know, you might still have it 30 years from now.